Okay, to continue our discussion, right, a person who does good because he has wisdom to offer, talent to offer, money to offer, any of the above, right? Any and all of the above, right? So there's that attitude, I have what to offer, right? Means that either he's doing it to get something out of the person who he's performing for, the person who he's serving. He's doing it for reward. Look, I have what to offer. I'm trading. I'm going to trade what I have to offer, for the reward you're going to give me. Or I'm trading what I have to offer for your recognition. Or you know what? I'm trading what I have to offer just, to feel good about myself because I have the potential to do. I'm dying to do. I have all this talent and all this power and I want to use it. So I'm doing it to feel good about myself. Right? So the whole basic attitude of I have what to offer, whether it's wisdom, money, talent, right, influence, the whole concept of I have what to offer is not the perfect attitude for that should be the motivation behind wanting to do good, right? Especially when you're trying to do something for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, over there it's not just a lack of altruism. It's virtually apikorsus. Right? You could give him something, he doesn't need you. But more than that, what all the talent that you have and all the resources that you have and all the wisdom you have, that all came from him. It's a gift from him. You're just giving him back his own, right? It's all a gift from him. So it lacks in altruism even when doing it for your fellow man, and when doing it for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it's anywhere between absurd and heresy, right? As opposed to a person that does not view himself as having anything to offer. So I want to do good because I want to do good. I want to do good because I want to do good, not because I have anything to offer. Because if I do have anything to offer, it's from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Right? So that's not a factor. The I does not have anything to offer. The I just wants to do good. Because having what to offer is not I. Having what to offer is from Hashem. Right? It's a gift from Hashem, and I'm just giving him back what is his. Right? So it's not I have what to offer, because I don't. It's all a gift from Hashem. I am doing good because I want to do good. Right? And that's the inyan of the midah of David HaMelech and the whole reality of David HaMelech, right? Kayadua, the midah of David HaMelech is the midah of Malchus, right? That midah of kingdom, right? Translated as kingdom. The Zohar says about it, about that midah, lesla migarma klum. It has nothing of its own. It has nothing of its own. All the other midas are mashpia on it. It just, gathers all the midas together and causes the midas to be mashpia to the nivroim. Right? It gathers all the resources together and transfers the resources as sustenance to the creations. But it views itself of having nothing of its own. That's the midah of Malchus. It views itself as having lesla migarma klum. It's a pure servant that just passes on the resources through itself onto the nivroim that benefit. That's the midah of Malchus. That's the midah of David HaMelech, right? And David HaMelech, by no coincidence, that was his whole reality. He was a nefel. He's what we call in halacha a nefel, a baby that has no chance of living. It won't even live 30 days. That's what we call a nefel. David HaMelech was a nefel. Chazal tell us that Adam Rishon was showed all the generations, and he saw that this baby that would have been David HaMelech was meant to be die at the time of its birth, and Adam Rishon donated to David HaMelech 70 years of his life. Adam Rishon was meant to live 1,000 years. He ended up living 930. Why? Because he gave 70 years of his life to David HaMelech. So David HaMelech was a nefel. But that's true to what David HaMelech is. David HaMelech is pure selflessness. Right? He doesn't view himself as having anything to offer. And that's why, true to form, he didn't even have a life of his own. Even his life was a gift from Adam Rishon. Views himself as just purely having nothing of his own and wanting to do good, not because he has what to offer, wanting to do good because he wants to do good. And now we can understand David HaMelech was a nefel, and we can understand better why Mashiach is called Bar Nafli, right, the son of the fallen, and is alluded to in that pasuk. Aki Mesukas David Anofalos. David HaMelech views himself as fallen in the sense of having nothing of his own, no 2 feet of his own to stand up on, nothing of his own, and that's a praise, right? That shows that his motivation in doing good and in doing the right thing is purely for the sake of doing the right thing, not because he has what to offer, which is, either to get recognition or for self-aggrandizement or to actualize potential. It's doing good for the sake of doing good. That pure simplicity of wanting to do good for the sake of doing good. So therefore, let's say it in these words. I have something to contribute is an absurd statement. The I, the pure essence of the person, has nothing, right? Because all the talents are a gift from HaKadosh Baruch Hu that he added to the I, right? So the real attitude should be, I want to do good. The simple essence, and that's that's the difference. Hear this well. That's just between a person who does good versus a good person. So of course, a good person also does good, right? But the good deeds are much more meaningful if they come as a result of a person being a good person, as opposed to someone who wants to do good. A person who's an animal, animal in his attributes. Even a villain wants to do good, either for the good feeling or for the recognition or for the reward, right? Or a person has a natural drive to want to accomplish. Even a person who's evil will do good, for the sake of self-aggrandizement, or for the sake of reward, or for the sake of leaving his mark, for the sake of recognition, whatever you want to call it. That's the attitude of, I have something to offer, right? But I want to do good because I want to do good, period, right? That's the mark of a good person, right? And of course, those type of deeds are so much more meaningful than the deeds that come from, I want to do good, because I want to do good, it's coming from a pure essence. Because the actual accomplishment and ability to accomplish is a gift from God. It's not you, it's Hashem. You're just taking credit for what Hashem gave you. And the real meaningful good actions are the actions that come from, I'm doing good because I want to do good. And not because I have what to offer. Because you don't. Whatever you have to offer is not really what you have to offer. It's what Hashem gave you, right? So you're taking credit for what Hashem gave you, right? And that's the end of David HaMelech, Lesle Megarme Klum, and that's why it's called Bar Nafli, right? And that's what makes our mitzvahs so much more meaningful than their mitzvahs, because we do good because we want to do good, not because we want to leave our mark, not because we want to actualize our potential, not because we want recognition, not because we think we could give Hashem anything. We don't think that. We know that whatever we have is from Him. Right? We want to do because we want to do good. That's what makes our mitzvahs, our good deeds, on a whole different level. And that's why this is the day of the Rabbah. The Rabbah represents the simple essence of the Jew. The simple essence of the Jew. Imagine the simple Jew stripped of his wisdom, which is taste. The taste is connected to Torah, wisdom, the wisdom of Torah, and stripped of his good smell, his general good deeds and good attributes. Right, stripped of all of his talents, call it his talent, stripped of his intelligence and his talents, the simple Jew just wants to do good. Right, now we can understand a little bit that by mitzvahs, this the Radziner points out, right, by mitzvahs we make a bracha on a mitzvah. The same way we make a bracha before we eat some food. Now, why do we make a bracha before we eat some food? Because we have to remember, the food is a gift from God. And so points out the Radziner, one could say like this, that, mitzvahs, we get high on ourselves. We're about to make a massive spiritual accomplishment. everyone who's ever studied,